20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30.
As the day ends, Arthur Keisler prepares to close up shop at his part-time job. He works at a family-owned video game store on Augusta Highway in Lexington. He focuses on simple tasks: greeting customers, keeping tabs on the till, organizing. But focusing on the simple things hasn't come easy. He's had a long, hard journey. When Keisler was 4, his parents abandoned him.
One day, my dad decided that he no longer wanted to stick around, so we hopped on the back of his motorcycle and he dropped me off at DSS in Greenville, South Carolina, and he said, "I'll be back in a week, either to take him back with me or release him."
But that never happened. He lived in foster care until the day the Kieslers showed up.
And the Kieslers were looking for an older child to adopt because they couldn't have any other children and they didn't want to change diapers.
Arthur lived with them in Lexington for the rest of his childhood. After high school, he followed his then-girlfriend Cindy to Greenwood so he could be near to her while she went to college. But when he followed her, he had nothing. He managed to get a job, but it ended abruptly. He was about to be evicted a second time from his apartment and was running out of options. But one of his friends had an idea.
Went over to Will's apartment. He grilled out. We had some beers. And he convinced me to join the military that night.
He joined the National Guard. A few weeks into his training, he received the dreaded Dear John letter. His girlfriend found another man. He had no money, nothing left to lose, or so he thought. He got orders to Kuwait, then Baghdad. His life was in constant danger.
Whatever they could shoot in to try to hurt. He would have living quarters hit and blow up, or rockets hit the ground, and people taking a shower and get their throats sliced because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He lost friends and suffered wounds. Not physical ones, but the kind you feel on the inside. PTSD awareness has become mainstream in the last 20 years. It can be a daily struggle for veterans coming back from war. According to the National Academy Press, research shows 44% who've served in Iraq and Afghanistan say they've had problems readjusting after they return. Veterans may also face health problems, employment issues, and struggles around accessing their benefits. At the Veterans Affairs Office in Lexington, Christy Rucker, a benefits counselor, gives her thoughts on what veterans have to deal with when coming back home.
They're overseas and then they're serving and then they come back over here and they have to adjust. I think that is one of the hardest things for them to be able to do, because a lot of them are dealing with like PTSD, and they're not able to go out in public or like be around large crowds.
Like other veterans, years at war have taken a toll. His body hurts, he has trouble bending over, and then there's adjusting to life as a civilian. Keisler was a driver in Baghdad. He was always in danger zones, on high alert, something that affects him to this day.
Trash to me on the road, and we're almost 20 years after me driving in Iraq. Still to this day, trash in the road is an IV. I have to avoid it or I'm going to blow up.
Still, he wouldn't change a thing about any of it. His years of service have helped him live his life. His old girlfriend? They're back together, and she's now his wife. And they've built a family. 3 kids, aged 17, 11, and 6. He's a stay-at-home dad. His family keeps him going. But it wasn't always easy. Adjusting took time.
You're like a square peg going in a circle hole. You feel alone. And you've got this person who loves you and wants to help you, but they don't understand.
With Keisler's life now, though, things are starting to fit into place. His family is his support. His job keeps him focused. And he is thankful for his time in the military.
Honestly, I wouldn't change any of it. It's stressful and it's adult and it's life. But, God, what if I changed something? And it just, no. So, yeah, I'm in a really good spot, man.
For Columbia Chronicles, I'm Phillip Schlies.
40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4.